Happy New Year. I hope that you had a wonderful New Year's Eve with your family or at a party or whatever you did, and that you are excited for 2013. I know that I am. But I'm not really as into the idea of like New Year's resolutions and everything, because I feel like you should make an effort every day to be the best person that you can be. So it's kind of silly. Even though I did make resolutions myself, I feel like you can make the choice to change things each day. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're going through this year, is that you can change things if you want to. You don't need to wait for the number of the year to change to make changes in your life. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to get too deep or like inspirational, but I thought I'd mention that just because I've been thinking about that a lot in the past couple days as I've been seeing people like posting like 2013 is going to be my best year yet and blah blah blah. But yeah, so anyway, today's video is going to be the top 12 of 2012 tag. I feel like the products that are mentioned in these videos are literally the best of the best because they're the things that you love the most in an entire year and not just like a month or, you know, a short period of time. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to make this video too long because, or this intro too long, because I feel like I'm going to talk a lot in this video. I usually do in these sort of videos. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so the first category is face products. And my first face product that has been the most amazing for me in 2012 is this foundation right here. And it is the Revlon Color Stay Foundation. And this is the formula for oily and combination skin. So that's what it looks like. I'm sorry, there's kind of a weird shadow. And I'm in the color Sand Beige. And I absolutely adore this foundation. This is either my second or third bottle of it this year. And I will admit that I kind of discovered it about halfway through 2012, but I really adore this foundation. It just does such a great job of giving me a nice, even, and full coverage on my face without looking too cakey or anything like that. And it also stays in place for a very long time, and it doesn't really let my oily skin be too shiny or gross. And I've just found this foundation to really work very well with my skin, and I absolutely love it and totally recommend it. The next face product that I really loved in 2012 is the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. And this is another product that is formulated for oily skin, and I literally cannot function without this ever since I got it. It does an amazing job of keeping my makeup in place. It also helps it not to kind of melt off my face, which is kind of gross, but I have oily skin and it's really hard to control sometimes, but this spray makes such a huge difference. I really can tell when I don't use it, and I'm like desperate to get it when I don't use it because it makes such a huge difference in how long my makeup stays on and the way that it looks while it's on my face. The next category is cheek products, and to be honest, I'm really not as big of a cheek product person. I really kind of have my certain products and I just stick to them. So first of all, I have the Physicians Formula Bronzer, and this is the Happy Booster in Bronze Natural Medium, I think. It's kind of hard to see because of the glare of the light, but I hope you girls can read that. And this is what it looks like. And I'm not a huge bronzer person, but this was the bronzer that I used throughout this year. And I really found it to kind of give a nice warm tone to my face without being too dark, and I really like this bronzer, so yeah. And the next cheek product that I definitely had to mention to you girls is this palette right here. And I think this has been in almost every single one of my makeup tutorials that I did in the year 2012, and that is because this is pretty much the only blush that I own in the first place. And you'll see why in just a second. So this is all the colors that come in this palette. And I really just love this so much because it's so versatile. There's just so many different shades that you can play with and just do so many different looks from natural to dramatic with this palette. And these blushes stay on for a pretty long time. They're pretty pigmented and I really love them. So I really didn't use that much other blush colors in this year besides the ones in this palette. So I really found it very useful, and it's definitely a favorite of mine for this year. The next category is eye products, and this one is a little harder for me to narrow down just because I think eye makeup is my favorite makeup to like change up colors and try new products. But I think that these two products that I'm going to talk to you girls about are the ones that I used the most this year and I really just loved the most. So first I have the Maybelline Color Tattoo Eyeshadow in Bad to the Bronze, and if you girls have been watching me this year, you know how much I love this eyeshadow. But this is what it looks like. If you've never seen it before, you can see the huge dent that I put in it. And I'll go ahead and swatch it for you girls. This color is absolutely beautiful. And I love that you can kind of build it to like the pigmentation. Whoa, I kind of made a big swatch, I just realized, but that's what it looks like. It's just this gorgeous bronzy gold color. And what I love about this is if I'm in a rush but I still want to wear eyeshadow, I can just put it all over my lid and kind of blend it a little bit at the crease. And it's a very simple but very pretty eye look. So I love this. It's just really pretty and it goes well as a base also when I want to do kind of more like shimmery bronzy looks. So I don't know, I definitely recommend these Color Tattoo eyeshadows if you girls haven't tried them yet. They are the only cream eyeshadows that I've found that don't crease for me at all, even if I don't use a primer underneath, which is amazing because having oily skin, I also have oily eyelids. And this is literally the only cream eyeshadow that will not crease on me if I don't use a primer. I definitely recommend these to you girls if you haven't tried them yet. And I would be biased towards this shade because it's my favorite and I wore it all the time this year. And the next product is probably one you girls are tired of hearing about on my channel, but it definitely had to be a favorite of mine for 2012. And it is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Waterproof Mascara. And this right here is probably going to be one of my staple mascaras just for the rest of my life, to be honest. This is probably my third tube, I think, this year. And this is what the wand looks like if you've never seen it before. But this mascara just does a really amazing job of defining my lashes, and it also stays on like nobody's business. It is the best waterproof mascara that I have ever tried. I've talked about this so much on my channel, but especially as a college student now, I have really long days sometimes, and I've found that this is the only mascara that really stays on without starting to get those like weird under eye smudge marks that you get after a long day if you're wearing a non-waterproof mascara. But anyway, I absolutely adore this mascara and it was definitely a favorite of mine for 2012. The next category is lip products, and ironically both of these are pink. I thought that was kind of funny, but I am quite a girly girl, so I guess it's not very surprising. But first of all, I have my EOS lip balm, and this one I actually purchased recently, so it wouldn't be this exact one, but just EOS lip balms in general. They're very moisturizing, they're so cute, and they last forever, which is really nice. So I've really just been loving these in general this year. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a lip balm. This is what it looks like if you've never seen one before, except they actually started a little bit more curved, but I've used this one a lot, so it's kind of flattened out a little bit. But these are just amazing to keep on your bedside table, throw in your purse, your bag, whatever. And they're very moisturizing and super useful. So I love these things and they definitely were a favorite for 2012. And the next lip product is one that was talked about by plenty of girls on YouTube in the year 2012. And it is the Revlon Lip Butters. If you've never seen one before, what are you doing with your life? Go buy one. But this is what they look like. And this particular one is in Strawberry Shortcake. And this would be my favorite color probably from the Revlon Lip Butters, just because it's such a beautiful everyday pink color. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it. So that's what it looks like. And I have this on my lips all the time. I love these because they are quite pigmented, very much like a lipstick, but also amazingly buttery and moisturizing and just like the best lip product ever. So I own a ton of these and I just adore them. I totally recommend them, but I'm sure all of you girls have tried them before because they were raved about all year long on YouTube. The next category is nail products, and I actually chose two that are kind of in the same category, but I felt like they were separate enough to be the two products that I talked about. And it is the Revlon Color Stay Top Coat and Base Coat. And these two products have saved my life nail polish wise this year. I literally cannot paint my nails without these now because I can have my nail polish on literally for like a week and it will barely chip at all. And I owe it completely to this top and base coat. I painted my nails probably like 4, 5, 6 days ago. And as you can see, there still aren't any chips. And that's like amazing. This stuff is great. It's like my nail polish crack, and I never paint my nails without it, so I definitely had to include it as my nail product for this year. And I figured they should count as two just because they're two separate products, both the base coat and the top coat. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of rambling right now, but these are very useful, and I can't function without them, so I definitely had to mention them in this video. And the last two products in this tag are hair products. And my first one applies kind of specifically to my hair type because when you have curly hair, you really need a good product to keep your hair in place and defined and not frizzing or being this big or anything like that. So I found this product this year and I really don't think I can function without it anymore. And it is the Pantene Mousse. I actually really like the one for thick hair better, but recently I have not been able to find it anywhere in my local drugstores. So I've kind of switched over to the curly mousse, and it works pretty much just as well. This is what it looks like. And it's just your typical mousse applicator. I'm not going to squirt any out because that would make a mess. But it's just your basic mousse. It just does such a great job of holding my hair while still not keeping it like too crunchy or anything like that. And I think it just really does a good job of keeping my curls defined and not too out of control. So I owe my curly hair this year to this product. I've gone through countless containers of this, and I will continue to do so in the coming year. And the last product that I'm going to mention in this tag is one that I definitely can't function without if I'm going to wear my hair a second day or I want something cute for a formal occasion. And it is the Remington 1-inch curling wand. This thing is absolutely amazing. I don't know how I functioned without it before I bought it. It just creates the most beautiful curls. They blend perfectly with my natural hair, which I adore because a lot of times my second day hair will have pieces that are like flat or they're like sticking up or they're all just crazy. And this does a great job of helping me to keep my second day hair in check. But I also love curling my entire head with it occasionally for special occasions. I actually did that for New Year's Eve last night, and I really just like love the way that it makes my hair look. It just creates the most pretty curls, and I definitely recommend this curling wand if you haven't tried it before. It's just a great product. It's only like 25 bucks at the drugstore, and it is so worth it. I don't know, I could not say enough good things about this product. The curls just hold for such a long time, even without hairspray, which is honestly amazing. Let's just say this was my favorite hair product of 2012, and we'll leave it at that. Alright, and that was it for my favorite products of 2012. I really hope that you girls enjoyed this video and maybe found one or two products that you want to try out. And I want to hear from you girls, so either leave me a comment below or a video response and tell me what your top 12 of 2012 was, or just even some products that you really loved in 2012, because I'd love to hear the products that you girls liked so I can try out some new things myself. And yeah, so anyway, like I said, I hope you girls enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all of that fun stuff. It will be linked below as it always is. And yeah, I will talk to you girls in my next video. Okay? Bye!